All right, so I'm just going to do my review for this morning. So the very first trade I took on was on Shop. So it had a strong move. I was looking for the 90 EMA pullback, but it did it way too aggressively. And so I was just watching it above VWAP. So we have like this trend basically that it gets above. And then we get like this big volume bar, which I was waiting on. So nice little breakout there, comes into close to high of day, but it really starts struggling at 67. So my target was 66.95, and we got this dump after it wasn't able to reach 67, and then it rebids, and so I really thought it was gonna go here, and it tried and then just failed. So I got out of most of my position here, 75% of my position, and then it just dumps again towards VWAP. So I just get out on that prior bar break. I think this was also the loss of the 9 EMA on the 2-minute. So yeah, this was a decent trade for me. It's been trading very choppy. It did get above 67, but yeah, just very choppy. But it was a nice momentum move there. So that was my first trade. Second trade was on LUMN. So this was forming this nice little wedge pattern, which you can also see on the 5-minute. So a series of higher lows and lower highs. Then it breaks out and gets above that area. So I just get long with my stop below $6.99. And yeah, just get stopped out as it attempts to break and then fail. Jeff was also in this trade, and then he actually got flat when it rebid and then starts to fail, so he got out of that long, and then he actually went short at some point, and he's still holding it down here. So it's a really good short, but this was a pretty decent trade as well. So, like a smaller green day, but selectivity only 2 trades today, and both of them were pretty solid. I was also watching Airbnb for this thing here, which I would have got, and then it rebid. So this would have been a decent trade, but like you can maybe watch the tape. It really just dropped fast, and it wasn't really tradable. But in general, it's not been very tradable. I was also watching Disney, very choppy as well. So just a lot of chop today. I feel like nothing trading super clean. Good morning. Today we have a few earnings names I am watching. I am watching Shop for a gap give and go into the 62 level, which is a 30% fib pullback from the highs into the close. And I am also watching Airbnb into this 115 level, which is a 30% pullback from its lows. So a sort of a pop into this area and then a fail for a gap give and go. I'm also watching Disney, just keeping an eye on Disney. Today it had general weakness, so after maybe the first 15 minutes, we get like an opening range break or a VWAP continuation. I'm watching for a second chance of this level here at 111.27. It hasn't touched yet. It's come close. So stop at 31, so just above 29. Let's see if it can put in a range here. So low is 111, so I can short against the whole dollar. Don't like that price action. I'm not going to take it. Just getting long for sort of a VWAP continuation after it retested. I don't like that it gave back its entire move. And would really like to see volume spike up. So we have like a 3-bar pullback here. And so we really just want to see a pretty big volume candle and see if we can get some speed above and kind of just push off of VWAP. So still not seeing that volume. It's a lot of buying on the tape, above 66. We did get the volume. A lot of bids getting hit there at 12. I take half at 67. We did get exactly the volume profile that I was looking for. That big volume right above the prior volume. So we should be able to go right into 67. Being patient with this and see if we can get one more burst. All we need is one more burst. Go right into 67. We're at like almost 80. Higher. See if we can get into 95. 95 is my number. 85, we're 10 cents out. So it hit 90 and then looks like it's failing off of 90. Getting a rebid off of our trend. Very nice rebid off of shop. And we are just looking for a push. So this should definitely be able to push over 67 now with that rebid candle. It was a very aggressive rebid candle, and you could definitely buy that against the stop here. This should really just burst through 67 now. Get back in the 80s, 90s, 95. It just took half here. Thought it should really go there. Only have a quarter of my position here. I thought that should have really gone after that rebid, and we'll just exit the rest here. Moving my stop 1 cent lower. It's not really a good candle, but let's see if it can hold VWAP. And this has shown like to be a pretty big breakout, so let's see if it can. It might roll over here, but Do have $7 to protect me since I moved my stop. And it's pretty clean on the 5-minute, this wedge breakout. Something like that as well. I wasn't able to get filled. It dropped pretty quickly. So I'm in with size here on a rubber band. It's a very aggressive move on the 5-minute. It came right into this 115 level on volume, and then on the 2-minute, it's just like this inverted hammer. So a really good area, I think, to stop against. It's coming into this trend of the 9 EMA on the 1-minute. You get a 5-minute break here. I'm going to take off half into this like 113.40 level, which is going to be a high of day. Wow. A really big pop there, but I don't like this at all. Like this should just go right back down. I just took half off. As it completely rebid that, I would expect that to pull back, but we did get some volume. Watching above 115. I'll get out if it gets above 115. That was crazy. Some kind of trading erratically. I felt like that 2-minute blow off was pretty clean. I guess we didn't get as much volume as I would want, but man,